white hat, white hat, white hat, white hat. I'm probably gonna say this for pi seconds, but because I'm stupid, so white hat, 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 white hat. White hat, 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 white hat. White hat, 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 white hat. White hat, white hat, white hat, white hat, white hat. White hat, white hat, white hat, hat. White hat, why the hat? Why? Hat. White hat, white hat, white hat, white hat. Why? White hat. White hat. White hat. White hat. White hat. White hat, white hat, white hat. White hat, white hat. White hat, white hat, white hat, white hat. White hat, white hat, white hat, white hat. White hat, white hat, white hat, white hat, white hat, white hat, white hat. White hat, white hat. White hat. White hat. White hat, white hat, white hat, white hat, white hat, white hat, white hat. Why is my hat a Y? A hat? Hat why? Why hat? Why the hat? Or is it why hat? Why hat? Or is it a pie? Why pie? Pie's pretty pie. Hat. Why hat? 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 Oh. Why hat? Why hat? Why hat? Oh. 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 Why hat? 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 Actually, why hat? No, I prefer white hat. Hat. Why? Standard deviation. Hot lol. That's another video. Why hat? Why hat? Why hat? Why hat? Why hats? Why hat? 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 Why hats? Hat. Why hat? 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 And that is the reason I have Ebola. TBH. Why hat? 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 I think why hat? 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 Hat. Hat of the Y. The Y of the hat. The Y hat. Why hat? 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 Why hats? Why hat? Why hat? Oh, why hat? Why hat? Why hat? Lol. Why hat? Why hat's kind of scrub. Why hat's not beating me? Why? Why hat? 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 Why hats? Why hat? 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 Hat. Why hat? Why? No joking. Why hat? Why hat? Why hat? Why hat? Why hat? Why hello there hat? Ha 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 ha. Funny meme. Why hat? 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 Why? Why would you do this hat? Why? What possessed you to do this sort of horrible, horrible thing? Hats. Why hat? Why hat? Why hat? Why hat? Why pie? Pie hat. That's another video as well. Calculator hat. Only a few people will probably get that. Why hat? Why hat? Why hat? Why hat? Why hats? Why hats? Why hats? Why hat? Why hat? Why hello hat? Well, hello to you, Alex. It's actually Dr. No Sneeze. Don't use my identity on my number. Why hat? Why hat? Why hat? Why hat? Why hats? Why hats? Why hats? I actually prefer why hat over X bar, but why hat? Why hat? Why hat is much harder to say than X bar. X bar. X bar. X bar. X bar. Because X bar is kind of it's kind of lazy, honestly. Compared to Y hat, X bar is just, dude, it's just so unproductive, man. The mean, who cares about the center? The average, ooh. Find the average of a function. That's lovely. Find the average of your mountain. What's the point of the average of a function? Like, what does that information tell you? Nothing. That's what. Lol. There's probably no one's actually gonna care what I just said, but lol. Why hat? Why hat? Why hat cares though? Why hat cares that I call him lazy, but he shouldn't because he knows it's true. Why hat is ultra lazy. He's a very lazy individual. You want to know something? I think instead of existing like a proper human being, I'm just gonna ramble on. I think it's a quite the dandy idea if I do say so myself. Myself. Okay, myself. X bar. You know, honestly, enough with this Y hat garbage. Y hat hurts to say. And I think you all know why hat hurts to say. So I'm actually going to stop saying it. Oh, what, you don't like that? You think I should just keep saying it because I made a live stream called it? No. Have you ever seen clickbait on YouTube? Yeah. I'm not saying you guys got baited, but I'm joking. No. But honestly, I will do whatever I want. There's nothing you can say about it. The FBI. You got me. I should divide by 0. Have you guys ever tried dividing by 0? Don't you just wonder what it is? Lol, Zero's such a scrub. He's not beating me. He tried to fight me once, but I was like, yeah, no, calm down. I was like, Zero, my guy, you're a great human being, but you need to just slow your roll there, my guy. But you know what? I appreciate Zero's confidence in himself. Zero, although you may be useless, you will always have a place in my heart. Bucko. More like Buck-a-roo, am I right? Lol, 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 lol. Lol. Bucko. Ah, funny meme. Bucko. More like Buck Boy, am I right? Lol. More like Buck. Buck? See, I should have renamed this to talking to myself for absolutely no good reason. Lol. You have to add an LOL or it's clickbait. But you know what? You know what I think I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna divide by 0. Huh? I'll make the universe explode. Why not? The universe does not exist. We are the universe. Or are we? Lol. The universe is kind of lol. But I like Y hat. Don't worry, I'll reference Y hat throughout this whole thing. I don't know how long I'm gonna be rambling on myself for, but the good thing about rambling on yourself is that nobody actually cares. Lol, Y hat. I sense a Y hat somewhere, and I'm not appreciative of it. Oh darn! Don't you hate it when you say Y hat and everybody forgets that you exist? Boom! Just like that, everybody forgets. Ooh, that's a crunchy thing right there. Y hat? Well, excuse the no talking because I'm in the middle of a very important meeting with my the professors at Harvard right now about the usage of Y bar hat. You're like, what? Y bar hat? Why barther? Lol. More like why hatter? Kill me. Because that made no sense. Kill me. Psych. My school's gonna find this stupid channel. It's gonna deport me from Ebolaville. Lol. I would love to be deported from Ebolaville. People with Ebola, that's kind of unfortunate. I'm sorry about that, but it's a funny meme because Uganda Knuckles is very meme. Uganda Knuckles is honestly he's just meme, my guy. There's nothing you can do about that. He exists. If you don't appreciate Uganda Knuckles, who even are you? You're just a scrub at that point. You're just a scrub that doesn't appreciate Uganda Knuckles. You want to know something? I watched a live stream from Uganda Knuckles himself yesterday. Dude, that was the most informed I've ever been on anything ever. Great. Triple great. Quintuple great. Uganda Knuckles he's a creamy boy, honestly. No homo intended. But you know what? He can be creamy all he wants because he is allowed to be. This is a free cream country. Shall no one be discriminated against from existing? But you know what? I'm going to stop people from existing right now. So I actually know that. I shouldn't have said that. That sounds very bad. That's not what I intended to mean by that. That sounds like I'm just going to go kill people or something. No, I'm not. I promise. Well, people are kind of rude in this world, but you know what? That's fine because rude people get what they deserve. Everything. Usually, the most rude people I've seen, they are kind of rich, so they kind of just get everything they want. So I think scrub instead of it being rude, I think they're just more arrogant. Hate my life right now. Shouldn't have done that. Really shouldn't have done that. Why did I get double swipe? That's such bullshit. That's bowl, boy. That's a bowl. It's just a bowl. You're a bowl. You know what? Everybody's a bowl. Why don't we all be bowl friends? Lol. You know what? Why don't we all have Ebola together? If everybody has Ebola, nobody cannot have Ebola. Everybody will be best friends. guaranteed, or your money back. Absolutely assured. Or, bitch. What? What? Like, I actually want to die after that. You guys are probably wondering what I'm doing. I'm not telling you. Funny meme. I call this the bowl of brothers. I call this one the Stand Back Christian Minecraft servers. I have a Satan worshiper here. You know what? This is making me stressful. I have like 3 projects due and I'm not doing them because, well, right now. Later on, I'll be like dying because I haven't done them because I'm stupid. You're kind of stupid if you're assigned work and then don't do it at all. Because those are usually people that complain if their grade is low too. That's kind of funny. TBH. Kind of find that ironic too. Because it kind of is. It definitely is ironic. Lol. Oh, you. It's kind of funny. This live stream is stupid. What am I doing? I don't know what the purpose of this is. Well, I hope these 0 people watching this enjoyed. Yeah, I don't actually know what to do. Actually, you know what? Put burning questions, in all my videos, and in a live stream, I'll answer every single one of them. Because I'm stupid and I have no life. So, yeah, please enjoy your broccoli pasta. But your mom is gay, honestly.